y'all. It is the day before egg retrieval, and I am headed to my RE for my final estrogen blood work, which I'm hoping that the estrogen has gone up more, because increased estrogen is a sign that the eggs are of good quality. And as you all know from my last video, I had ovulated on my own, I believe from my right side, which is also my dominant side, aka my block side. So we are very happy that we were able to still get the left side to continue on. The right side pretty much shut down after the ovulation of my egg. The eggs on the right side are really going at a slow pace. They really not producing anything at this point. As a matter of fact, this is a picture of the ultrasound. Oh, let me turn it turn it the other way. This is a picture of the eggs in the right ovary, and as you can see, they're very small. I think the largest one in there was like a size 13. And this is my left side, which is what the right side should be looking like if I had not ovulated on my own. And the left side produced 5 follicles. We're hoping that all 5 follicles contains a good quality egg. However, based on the levels of my estrogen, we don't think all 5 of them contains a good quality egg. A good quality egg usually produces about 200 in what they call it, NI of or NG, whatever you said, of estrogen. And as of yesterday, my estrogen level was only at 700. So if you divide 200 by that 700, that is only about 3 good quality eggs. So that's why the doctor was assuming that I will probably only produce 3 to 4 good quality eggs, because we still got today and tomorrow, which is egg retrieval, for the estrogen to go up some more and maybe get a 4th good quality egg. So that's where we stand at this point. I am going to do this video as a series between today and tomorrow, so you guys will get a good idea of what went on with my retrieval. So hopefully, things work out. I can't wait till later on so I can find out what my estrogen level is, and I'm gonna start this process over one last time, and hopefully this time they will listen to me. Hey guys, it's retrieval day, yay! I am headed to the RE as soon as my daughter pull up. She's in town, but last time I checked with her, she was at the light. So she's going to be accompanying me to my retrieval, and I am so glad this day has finally come, because Lord knows I want these things out of me. I mean, they are heavy and they are pressuring me, and it hurts a little bit. And this time I know that they're still there, because when I woke up this morning, I still felt that pressure and that pain. So I know they're still there. I really prayed over my belly last night, hoping that they can get at least 3 good eggs out, even though all it takes is 1. I want them to take them all out. Even the ones that's not even small, not even grooved. The small ones, I want them all to be gone. And the reason being is because if I'm going to start another IVF cycle, I want to start fresh where all of my eggs are all the same size and one is not able to get up and jump out. Well, look who's here. It's my daughter. My wonderful daughter that is just had her newborn, and he is just so adorable. So we're taking off here, and I'm going to give you guys an update after it's all over with. Talk to you soon. You ready to go?
So ready to go.
The procedure is finally done, huh?
Yeah. What my blood pressure say?
It says normal.
No.
You're normal. It's supposed to. It's
normal.
average 120 over 80. Good day. Dun 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 dun! 5. Yes, I got 5 eggs retrieved, which is a good number considering my age and considering I had ovulated already. So naturally, if I had not ovulated, I'm almost sure I would have produced more eggs. I'm thinking that the eggs that they retrieved were all from my left side, because it was my left ovary that kept going after the ovulation, and the right ovary just really hadn't made it there yet. So I'm almost sure that had I not ovulated, I probably would have gotten more eggs from the right ovary. But I'm happy with 5 because all it takes is 1. Now the next step is to find out how many of those 5 are going to fertilize and how many of the fertilized are freezable. So I should know by today sometime. The embryologist is supposed to be contacting me and letting me know how many they were able to fertilize, and then on Sunday I should know how many they were able to freeze. So anyway, I'm feeling great. The retrieval went well. I was a little nervous because when I first got there, there was a lady that was next to me, and she was really complaining about how painful she was and how nauseous she was, and I was afraid I was gonna feel like that. I was getting really nervous, but I didn't have any of those feelings after the procedure. And the nurse said, you know, some women tolerate the anesthesia different than the other. So that's probably why her reaction afterwards was different from mine. So I'm glad it's over with. I'm a little sore. I'm still heading to work though because I can't afford to take off. I'm not in no pain. It's just soreness right now. And I'm glad that the heaviness from my ovaries are gone, because that was more of a pressure pain. So I don't have that. So anyway, I just wanted to give you a quick update on my after retrieval day. And I am going to continue on with this this video journey to let you guys know about how many eggs were fertilized and how many was able to be freeze. Okay, on to the next one. Bye. You got it. 2 fertilized. And I'm not even sad about that, because I looked at some videos on YouTube and came across some other women who ended up ovulating before their retrieval. And when they went to be retrieved, a lot of their follicles contained, matter of fact, all of their follicles contained no eggs at all. So it is a blessing to have 5 eggs come out of follicles after my body had already released its dominant egg. So I have to consider myself very lucky and blessed. I just hope now that either one or both of them make it to the blastocyst stage, because that will be the only way they will be able to freeze it and later on transfer. So I'm not upset about only having 2 fertilized at all. I am a little nervous. I will be lying if I say I'm not, but so far I've already outbeaten the odds. You know, when I first went to my doctor, he told me that the problem women my age have with conceiving is that the eggs are so old till it becomes hard to fertilize, and if they do get fertilized, they don't separate good enough to transfer to make its way through the fallopian tubes down to the uterus for implantation. And if it does get implanted, it does not stay implanted. So that was what he explained to me. So far I've already outbeat the first obstacle by having at least 2 of my eggs to be fertilized. So that means that I still have fertilizable eggs. Now I just have to beat the next obstacle, and that's to hope that it divides like it's supposed to and be transferred and stick to the walls of my uterus. And I've always had faith in my body, and I still have that faith in my body. So right now they're no longer considered just embryos, they're considered my babies. And I have been praying over my babies every night in hopes that they will make it to where they need to be, so that I can have a successful transfer. I also wanted to mention how sick I got yesterday. I told you guys that I was going to work the day after my retrieval, and Lord, I got so sick till I almost had to go to the emergency room. So far this morning I'm feeling okay, but I hope this continues, because if it don't, then I'm going to have to call my RE and tell them what is going on with me. But I'll tell you about that later on in this video journey. Okay, have a good day. Hey guys, it's me, Sandra. Just getting off of work. Today is Saturday, day 4 of my embryo growth. And in the last video, I told you guys that I'm supposed to know by day 5, which is tomorrow, whether my embryos made it to the freezing stage or not. Even though I have not gotten the official report, I do believe that the embryos did not survive long enough to be frozen, and I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. I'm just getting off for work. Like I said, I worked a little overtime today. I'm also on grandma duty. As you can see, my little pumpkin back there. Say hi, Savannah. Savannah, say hi. That's my little pumpkin back there. I got my newbie behind me. So yes, I didn't get the official report from my embryologist. However, today I went into my bank account to see how much money that I have in my account, because I wanted to go to the grocery store and I needed to know how much money was I working with. So when I went into my bank account, I noticed that I had a lot more money than I had anticipated, because it just should not have been that much money in my account. And first thing I started to look at was, did I have any new deposits that went in that I was unaware of, and I didn't find anything like that in my transactions. However, I also noticed that on Tuesday when I had my retrieval, I had to pay the clinic for the freezing. That has to be done in advance. And what my clinic typically does is put a hold on your account until they get the official word from the embryologist to go ahead and make that transaction go through. Or if they don't have anything to freeze, they just put the money back into your account. And that's exactly what happened, because a couple of days ago when I checked my bank account, I can see that amount being charged on my account in my bank account. However, when I went to check today, that charge was no longer there. So that's an indication that they put that money back into my account, which means that they must, my embryos must have not survived long enough for freezing for them to put the money back into my account. So that was a very disheartening news for me. But at the same token, you know, you always hope for the best, but you prepare yourself for the worst. And that's exactly what I did, considering, you know, I had already ovulated and, you know, my age and everything. So I just was hoping that at least one of the 2 embryos would make it to freezing. But it just turns out that I don't think neither one of them did. But again, I don't have the final report. I don't expect the final report until tomorrow, no later than Monday. And I'm going to update you guys with the final report once I get it. But right now, I just needed to release that off of me so I won't be sad all day. You know, I'm not, you know, I'm disappointed, but not really angry. I'm just going to try this one more time, and that's going to be when my cycle starts. And this time, if it does not work, I'm going to move on to donor. I mean, I'm 45 years old. In January, I'll be 6 months away from 46, and maybe I have just, you know, out-aged my eggs. So we'll see. Enjoy, guys. Hey guys, so as you have seen from the copy of the Porter message that I attached to this video, my embryos did not make it to the blastocyst stage, and that's a bummer. But you know, I didn't expect much from only 2 fertilized eggs, so I am just a little bit disappointed that it even came to this point, especially because things just didn't go right with this cycle at all. And remind you, my insurance only paid for 4 retrievals, so that's 1 down and 3 more to go. So I have an appointment tomorrow to see the doctor, and we're going to discuss, you know, possibly trying one more time with my own egg, and this time we're going to do things the right way. So I plan on updating you guys as to what we are going to be doing differently. But as of now, this IVF cycle was a failure, and I just kind of prepared myself for this. So even though I'm a little disappointed, because I really prayed over my babies before the retrieval, and since the retrieval I was praying every day, hoping that God will help them, you know, grow. But maybe this just wasn't my time. So I'm looking forward to the next cycle, which should be starting soon based on what my cycles are. I'm not sure if the IVF meds is going to delay my cycle. I think it may delay it. If not, this cycle might end up being too soon to start. I might have to start in the middle of this next cycle instead of at the beginning like I did last time. So I will update you guys tomorrow after I go and see my RE and see what the next plan is going to be. But I do thank you guys for following me and praying for me and giving me the baby dust, and you know, just didn't work out for me this time. And congratulations to you ladies who have got your BFP. I have been following you guys, and I am so excited for you guys, very happy for you guys, and I really pray you guys have healthy pregnancies, healthy babies, and just a beautiful life, period. So I'll talk to you guys another time. Bye.